Miss Combos with Laura Newseth. Yahoo! And welcome back to Miss Combos with Laura Newseth. In today's video, we're going to go through everything coming to the English server in the month of July. So the very first thing that they covered during the stream were some 3.5 anniversary items that we kind of reviewed last time. So we have the premium gift gacha for the 3.5 anniversary, also the Discord stickers, as well as the social media icons. They also did host some kind of like a contest to be featured on the stream today. So these are all fan-made items. Just make sure to follow them on social media. We also got an original animation featuring Haruka of More Jump. You can watch it on the Colorful Stage YouTube channel. And last but not least, we had the Porter Robinson collab. For the collab, they added the song Sad Machine, which features Havana as the voice bank. So all of these were the 3.5 anniversary items that were a surprise last month but have been unveiled since. Next up, we have the 15 million players login campaign. This begins on July 12th and will end on July 26th. So you can log in and get up to 700 free crystals. Going along with that, there will be a 15 million downloads 4-star guaranteed gacha. So for this, you will have to purchase a 4-star guaranteed gacha ticket from the crystal shop. As for events, we're getting started with Overrat Squad, which begins on June 30th and ends on July 7th. So with this event, we will see the very first Bloom Festival gachas. So from June 30th all the way up to 4th of July, the rates will be doubled. And let me tell you, this is the time to pull. Not only do you have double the rates for the Bloomfest cards, and we have Kanade and this beautiful Mako card, but you also get the double rates for the Vivid Bat Squad cards as well. But after July 4th, the rates for the Party of Blast gacha will go back to normal. For this gacha, we have the following 4-star cards. These are limited 4-star cards, which do come with a special hairstyle. So we have Kohane, Akito, as well as Miku without her signature pigtails. For the 3-star card, we have An, and the virtual live will begin from July 7th and end on July 8th, so don't miss out. The next event is Halt Tenma's on the Case, and this begins on July 9th and ends on July 15th. The name of the corresponding gacha is Strike Down Evil in the Name of Justice. This begins on July 9th and ends on July 17th, and it does feature the permanent cards for the following characters. We have Tsukasa, Rui, and Megurine Luka. This is one of my favorite cards. I actually reviewed all of these cards last year when they came out in JP, so if you want to see my card reaction video, I will link it in the information bar. And for the 3-star card, you have this very cute emo card to look forward to. The virtual live will begin on July 15 and end on July 16. And for the very last event in the month of July, we have the Leonid World Link event, which begins with Saki's chapter. Her chapter begins on July 17 and ends on July 20th. Then we have Honami from the 20th through the 23rd. Next up, we have Shiho's chapter, which begins on the 23rd and ends on the 26th. And finally, we have Ichika's chapter from the 26th through the 29th. The corresponding gacha banner is called Youths Assemble Gacha. This begins from July 17th and ends on July 31st. All of the members of Leonid will have their own corresponding 4-star card. These cards do not come with a custom hairstyle. Instead, you unlock a cutscene if you do pull any of these cards. If you're a Leonid fan that is pulling in this gacha banner or tearing in this event, best of luck to you. So for the virtual live, it will begin on July 29th and end on July 30th. They also did tease that there's going to be an original animation to celebrate the Leonid World Link. For birthdays, we have 2 birthdays in the month of July. We have Nene's birthday on July 20th and Anne's birthday on July 26th. Moving on to music, let's look at the songs that will be getting an append chart in the month of July. I feel like they finally understood that fans really want to know which append charts are getting added each and every month. I was happy to review the Japanese announcements from last year, but now they're letting EN players know themselves, so that's pretty good. So we do have quite a few append charts that are getting added in the month of July, including Hoshi wo Tsunagu, Awake Now, The Bubble Future, Do Not Go, YY, Sweet Magic, and Shoujo-rei. In the month of July, you have the following songs to look forward to, so there's no EN exclusive, but if you enjoy a challenging chart, you have Daijoubu desu ka, or Are You Okay, that's getting added in the month of July. I remember trying that song last year when it was launched in JP. I also have a video on that, and let me tell you, I was not okay, not at all. They also did cover some game updates. If you play the Japanese server, this is nothing new, but the Bloom Festival cards do work a little bit different from pass like 4-star cards, including the Colorfest cards, so you can read the chart to learn a little bit more about the Bloom Festival cards. The member bonus for virtual singers with no subgroups has been increased to 25%. Another update to look forward to is the show missions. So for every single event, you will have special missions, and if you complete the missions, you get to choose basically the reward that you want. I typically just go for the 100 crystals, but yeah, this is another way to earn rewards. And the very last update is stamps related, so now you have up to 3 different tabs so you can organize your stamps whichever way that you want. You can also filter through stamps as well, and with the new tabs, honestly, you can go all out. If you just want to have one dedicated for your favorite unit, you can. If you want a virtual singers only stamps collection, you can do that as well. It just makes it a lot more fun and organized as well. All of these updates will be rolling out on June 30th. If you're interested in the premium mission pass for the month of July, here are the outfits to look forward to. We also got the ranked match summer 2025 date, so that will begin on July 1st and end on September 29th. They also announced the Star Festival Show 2025. This is a virtual live which will go from July 7th through the 8th. As for reruns, we first have the Before the Storm Gacha banner. This begins on June 27th and ends on July 6th. Next up, we have the very last rerun for Cyber Sniper Gacha. This begins on July 7th and ends on July 16th. After that, we will be getting the City of Spirits Gacha rerun. This will run from July 13th through the 22nd. And the very last Gacha rerun will be for the Growing Feelings Words in the Snow Gacha. This begins on July 22nd and ends on July 31st. And for paid banners, we have the Happiness Gacha banner. This begins on July 26th and ends on August 4th. Also, they announced that if you're a fan artist or a creative, you can use the hashtag CST_creations for a chance to be featured on an upcoming stream. They also did share some very cute pictures of Nuis that fans submitted, so these are super cute. The final updates are all Anime Expo related. So Anime Expo is the biggest anime convention in the whole United States, and here they did a special commemorative artwork featuring all of the characters that are having their voice actors come all the way to Los Angeles, California. So we have Shiho, Saki, Akito, and Toya all at the Santa Monica Pier, which is super cute. Anime Expo does take place next week, starting with the very first event, which will be a very special screening called the Cheer screening of the Colorful Stage movie. This will be at the JW Marriott on July 3rd from 3:45 p.m. all the way to 6:15 p.m. and all of the voice actors are scheduled to appear in this very special screening. The next event will be a panel featuring 4 of the voice actors. As I mentioned before, we have Karen Isobe, who voices Saki, Yuki Nakashima, who voices Shiho, Fumiya Imai, who voices Akito, and Kent Ito, who voices Toya. This panel is taking place on July 4th at 2 p.m. at the Peacock Theater, which is the largest venue for a panel. They also announced to arrive early because they're going to be handing out tote bags as well as an acrylic pin to the people that are coming to the panel. I am making a day trip just for this panel alone, so I am very much looking forward to it. They also announced that they will be selling some exclusive merch at their booth, which is an SH1300. So there's going to be a total of 6 t-shirt designs, acrylic stands, enamel pins, as well as some keychains. So every single unit, including the virtual singers, will have their own t-shirt design. We have this monochromatic look going on, and yeah, it should be a fun time. I'm also looking forward to seeing their booth. Last time I went to Anime Expo, it was in 2022, and Project Sekai just wasn't as big back then, so I'm very much looking forward to how big their booth is this time around. If you're not going to Anime Expo, don't worry, because they're going to be celebrating Anime Expo in the game as well with a login campaign that starts on July 3rd and ends on July 6th, so you can simply log on to the game while there's Anime Expo and you'll get some free 10 pulls. And in addition, there will be special bundles available in the crystal shop in the game if you want to spend money, and that is pretty much it. As I mentioned, I will be going to Anime Expo. I will try my best to vlog my whole Anime Expo journey. If I'm able to record the panel, I will try to do that, but I just don't know what the rules are yet. But I will certainly record the Project Sekai booth. That way I can show you guys that weren't able to make it out to LA. I know right now things are still a little bit hectic in Southern California, so I'm just hoping everything goes all right. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. I will be covering covering the Japanese announcements in a few days when they have their own stream. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you all very soon in my next one. Bye bye! Also, this is post-editing Laura. I completely forgot to mention that the Enstars Collab is coming to the English server a lot earlier than I ever thought. So you will have that collaboration to look forward to in the month of September. And that's it. Now I'm leaving. Bye bye!